Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Dayspring Discussions. I'm your host, Sean McGahee, and this is a show where we talk about movies, TV, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books. If you geek out about it, we're going to talk about it. You can listen to Dayspring Discussions on iTunes, YouTube, Podomatic, Patreon, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever, guys. While you're there, go and rate, review, subscribe, then head on over to the Facebook group and Twitter account and join in the discussion. Hello, everyone. It's Friday here in Austin, Texas, and the weekend is upon us, guys. Just a heads up, Umbrella Academy Season 2 has dropped on Netflix. I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm enjoying it. I like Season 1. I don't geek out about it, but it's pretty fun. So I'm watching Season 2, 2 episodes in. I'm enjoying it. Again, I stress I'm not really big into the whole Netflix mentality of dropping the whole season, especially a show like this all at once, because I remember when they dropped the Marvel shows like Punisher and Daredevil, I felt like I was so pressured to try to finish it as fast as I possibly could, so that way I wouldn't get spoiled from like news sites or Twitter or something like that. So that's kind of the pressure I don't like. I want to just, go at my own pace, watch 2, maybe 3 episodes a day and enjoy it. So that's why I'm not big on the whole Netflix mentality. Disney Plus, Hulu, other streaming services have figured out, that if they let something go a little longer, it's gonna, pick up more traction and people are gonna talk about it for months instead of weeks. But either way, if you like season 1 of the Umbrella Academy, go check out season 2. So far, I'm enjoying it, and hopefully you guys are enjoying your day so far. I'm having a pretty good one right now, although it looks like it's about to storm outside. Had a nice day so far. Took my daughter swimming, got the lawn mowed, relaxed a little. Like I said, I watched a little Umbrella Academy. We went and got a couple of shaved ice or snow cones too, so enjoying the day quite a bit. So on today's show, I want to talk about a new DC animated movie that is coming soon to home video. Batman, Death in the Family, an interactive movie. So, guys, you might remember, I believe it's about 10 years ago, we got Batman Under the Red Hood, which was based off a recent Batman storyline at the time where Jason Todd comes back from the dead and is under the alias of the Red Hood. A pretty decent movie in my eyes. The end of it there with Red Hood capturing the Joker and kind of trying to make Batman choose between him or the Joker who dies. That really was a really good scene. Bruce Greenwood did a great job voicing Batman. You also had Jensen Ackles from Supernatural as Red Hood or Jason Todd. And then you also had Neil Patrick Harris as Nightwing. So now they're pretty much bringing that story back, but giving a little bit of twist. So on this DVD, they're going to do the true Death of the Family storyline, because Death in the Family, classic Batman tale. I remember very vividly as a big Robin fan. It's one of those classic ones that I read over and over again. And in Under the Red Hood, we got kind of flashback scenes of Batman with a young Jason Todd, and of course the scene of how he died. So what DC Animation is now doing is look like going back and actually telling the Death in the Family storyline. I'm sure some of the flashbacks that we got in Under the Red Hood are going to be part of it, but it's a little bit of a twist. So in this one, it's going to be like one of those old choose your adventure stories where you would, get to a part and you could flip to a certain page to if you wanted to go this way or the other way in the story, and you had different routes to go to kind of choose where you wanted the story to go. So with this one, you're going to have 3 choices. You're going to have Robin dies, you're going to have Batman saves Robin, or you're going to have Robin cheat death. And depending on which way you go with it, the story is going to take a different turn. I'm sure it involved different characters. Just kind of a new interactive way of doing movies. Now, this is all very reminiscent of, the original Death in the Family storyline with Jason Todd, where we saw at the end of one of the issues, the building exploded, and you had to call a phone number at the time to see if Jason Todd survived or not, going back to the fact that a lot of readers didn't like Jason Todd compared to the original Robin, his predecessor, Dick Grayson. So that's why they brought this whole death of the family storyline into the comic books, letting the readers decide. And this kind of plays off of that original idea they had with the comics, I believe. So Bruce Greenwood is coming back to voice Batman along with Vincent Martellina, is that his name? Who did the Joker, and John Magina, is that his name? He did the voice of a young Jason Todd. Now, what was odd, of course, is that Jensen Ackles, who did the voice of older Jason Todd in Under the Red Hood, is not to said, at least they didn't list him as being back. And then Neil Patrick Harris, who voiced Nightwing, also said not to be back. From the trailer, which you can see online, it looks like they're going to go with just the same voice for Jason Todd throughout the whole thing for the new adventures. So here's my question about all this. Are they going to have just Under the Red Hood, which is the 10-year-old movie, as one of the three options? And of course, you have the two other options as well. But of course, again, like I said, with voice casting, is it going to be Jensen Ackles in one part of the story, but the other three are going to be a different voice for Jason Todd? Not sure how that's going to work, but it looks like two of the options. Of course, you have Red Hood. Another one looks like Jason Todd becomes Hush. Now, in the Batman comics, Hush was actually Clayface, who posed as Jason Todd to kind of fool Batman. Like I said, it was Hush who took off his mask and revealed he was actually Jason Todd, but it turned out to be a metamorphing Clayface to try to fake Batman out. And then, of course, later on, we found out Hush was a different character altogether, and the Red Hood was really Jason Todd to go along with that. So that looks like that could be one of the possible storylines. Just, not really necessary that this Hush in the animated movie would be Clayface, but just another version of Jason Todd. And then you had another one where it looks like he becomes a character known as Red Robin. Now, for those you don't know, Red Robin was the persona of the third Robin, Tim Drake, after Bruce Wayne died, where Nightwing became Batman, and then he had his Robin and Damian, and Tim Drake kind of put on a new persona after everything he had gone through and become Red Robin. So for me, as a guy who grew up on the Tim Drake Robin, and kind of my favorite Robin, I like Dick Grayson, Damian has his own place, all that, but Tim Drake is my Robin. Okay, so to take a part of that character that I really like and make him, different as far as giving Jason Todd the Red Robin persona, not a huge fan of it, to be honest. I like the character, and I wish it was Tim Drake, honestly. But I don't like, if they're going to make Jason Todd the Red Robin persona when it's supposed to be Tim Drake, not a huge fan of that, just as a guy who likes Tim Drake as Robin. Although I really don't like some of the other choices they've made with Tim Drake ever since he left being Red Robin with the New 52 and all that. But that's a whole other topic for a whole other conversation. Anyway, interactive storytelling. That's kind of my question is this going to be something that's going to become a norm, especially with comic book personas? Because what it looks like is you're almost getting 3 different movies in this one. And then say, obviously, anyone who buys this is probably going to watch all 3, right? I mean, I know I am. And then you can choose which one you like the best, and that will be your Death in the Family, correct? I mean, if you go back and watch it, you're going to watch your favorite one. The other 2 can just be whatever. They can be on the disc, but you're going to go through and you're going to choose the same one after you've watched all 3. So again, this gets me thinking a whole bag of things. Where in today's modern fanboyism, a lot of, people get upset because of the story they want to see. And when they don't get what they want to see, they get upset. With something like this, you're getting 3 different versions of the story. So chances are you're going to satisfy those fanboys with at least one of them, right? I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. I'm going back to some of these other stories. I mean, I'll just flat out say it. Star Wars The Last Jedi. I enjoyed it. Does it have its problems? Yes. The Rise of Skywalker. Not a huge fan of it, but I see some good in it. But you know what? Those are the films we got. Okay, guys? Those are the films we got. And you can like them or hate them. That's it. Okay? No, like, I want to rewrite The Last Jedi. Let's start a petition to remake The Last Jedi. Seriously? I mean, it's that kind of, that little thing. And to me, The Rise of Skywalker is really just kind of appeasing the fanboys that didn't like The Last Jedi. But again, a whole other topic for a whole other conversation. In any event, I think this is an interesting idea, but I also think it's a very dangerous idea in terms of, trying to give everybody something that they want. Because again, I mean, my main question also is, voice casting. Jensen Ackles, Neil Patrick Harris, are they going to be in these alternate versions of the new storylines that aren't involved with Jason Todd becoming the Red Hood, but rather him becoming Hush or Red Robin? Is that what we're going with this? Because it didn't seem like it's going to match up. Or maybe they just haven't announced that voice casting. Really, they announced the main three in it all, and then you just haven't, seen it from there. Now, one thing I did find interesting when looking at the voice casting, if you look, Two-Face is in this, and he's voiced by Gary Cole. And then next you said James Gordon. I'm looking on the Comic Book Resources website when they're talking about the article in regards to the box art for the DVD and when it's coming out, October 13th. And it says Two-Face, voiced by Gary Cole, and James Gordon, also voiced by Gary Cole. And this whole thing's supposed to be about how, the plot takes twists. Jim Gordon becoming Two-Face in an alternate reality could be interesting. Again, another weird little slant on it all, to say the least. But anyway, guys, I wanted to mention this because I think it does sound cool in some ways. I also think it sounds kind of, dangerous, again, for, a fanboy perspective. But either way, I am definitely going to check it out. You guys, let me know if you're going to check it out. Fire back on the social media groups and Gmail account. Let me know. Facebook group, Twitter account, dayspringdiscussions@gmail.com. That's where you can voice your own opinion. Of course, you can also lay some comments down on one of the many, many streaming places this podcast is posted at. And don't forget to find me, Slim Dayspring12, on Twitter and Instagram. And that's all I have for today, guys. Go check out Umbrella Academy. Check that out. I'm also going to check out, not going to lie, Muppets Now, Disney Plus. I'm curious, and I'm going to check that out too, guys. But hope you guys have a good weekend. Go Hawks. That's right. NHL hockey is back. My favorite team. They're playing Edmonton tomorrow on NBC. I'm going to be wearing my Blackhawks gear to work and cheering on my team. So hockey's back. All right, guys. That is it. Like I said, guys, hope you have a good one. And until next time, may the force be with us all.